Hi, I'm Borkon. Glad to have you here. Welcome back. And I need to do a few things before I get to doing the projects for this episode, and that will be a Wither skeleton farm. Hopefully, I'm actually not fully done designing it. Well, I'm recording this anyway, and I will keep it in the intro, even if I fail to finish the Wither skeleton farm design uh, before I need to finish recording this episode, so that you know that sometimes plans fail. This has happened before, and I'm not gonna change it. I'm gonna record an intro at the beginning with my plans, even if those plans go bad. But before I do that, I kinda need shulker boxes because I'm out of shulker boxes. But I just was preparing for raiding the end and I found this. This is my rocket box. Yeah, don't go to the end with just 2 stacks of rockets. I'm gonna spend much more time there. So, I built this. I haven't tested it yet, so let's hope that I didn't do any massive mistakes. Oh. Yay! Fully automatic rocket factory. So, it's not a too complicated design, even though it took a little bit fiddling to get it this small. But the thing that it was both complicated and great about this design is... Oh, wait, what am I doing? I should be doing this. What's complicated and great about this design is that the only thing I ever have to do is insert stuff in here. So insert sugarcane here and gunpowder here. And everything else is fully automatic. The machine will not jam up if this box gets full. For example, I can as a demonstration just. Can you hear it? This one is not crafting. The only thing that is crafting is paper. But as soon as this hopper ends up being mostly empty, or no, actually entirely empty, then the crafting process will start. That means that if the chests or barrel or shulker box in this case here get full, the machine will jam up. Yep, now it has started again. And the same thing here. If I run out of any materials, this whole machine will stop in a safe state. This is actually very often a problem with many redstone systems. Like, that was the major problem I had with the automatic brewers, that when they ran out of materials, they were completely impossible to restart. That's why I haven't done much more with this design, because I really don't like it. I didn't build more of them because they're just terrible. Like, I need to approach automatic potion brewing in a different way. But the lessons I learned from that, I try to apply here to make this machine completely reliable. The only thing I need to do is insert stuff here, and it will just do the right thing. And I think I'll just have a shulker box here. I'll paint... Okay, I need lime dye. Paint a lime shulker box. And that will be my spare rockets. That's what we're gonna do. So as soon as that one is filled up, I'm gonna take it to the end and do some end raiding, and I'll see you after that. So, we've had a live stream. I didn't actually die or lose tools, and that was a first. That hasn't ever happened before during a live stream. I always die or lose tools, so it's a success just by the nature of that. And we did some work on the With a Skeleton farm, and yeah, I wanted to show off the nice stuff first. Well, was digging a hole, but it was very nicely prepared. And then at the end of the stream, we just decided to let's blow the whole thing up. But I just built a little machine to help. And yeah, the machine helped in a way that a 5-year-old helps you. So usually it takes you more work to just clean up the mess that the 5-year-old did, but it was funny. It's a funny machine. So I'll have to repair the damage here, keep digging the hole, and the hole isn't wide enough because we need to dig until, actually no, not just up to here, but 1, 2, 3, up to here, 4 blocks. And yes, the measurement was a little bit of an issue during the stream. But the fun part is around here. Or maybe not fun part, but the pretty part. Because I decided to continue going with the carpets, even though in the previous episode I said it's an absolute massive pain. But I think you see why I went with the carpets. It looks like it has been snowing in the nether. And I don't know about you, but I find this very funny. Snow-covered nether, what else would you want? Of course this is how we should be spawn-proofing here. Oh, and I have already found an area I didn't spawn-proof here. Like this. I'll keep finding these areas all the time, I fully expect that. And I'll be fixing them up over the next few weeks, I guess, because it's very hard to find all the areas that need to be spawn-proofed. But eventually we'll get all of them. But yeah, I will now continue digging the hole and repairing the damage made by a 5-year-old. And yes, it was me. My inner 5-year-old came out and helped. And we should start building the Wither Skeleton farm soon. The design is done of the actual farm. And unfortunately, I don't have a good design for the loot system. But I think I will just build a temporary loot system and we'll figure it out as we go. Because, yeah, I'm not exactly sure how I want to do it, and I'd rather have a working farm. The worst part of blowing things up here is that most of this was a wall, and now I keep getting ghasts here that are being a pain. And the hole is done. This took way more effort than I expected, and if I would do it again, I will definitely find a place where there is more open space. Because even though this is Soul Sand Valley, the bit here is Neverway, so all this had to be spawn-proofed. And I am sure I missed lots and lots of spawning spaces. I actually keep... Oh, like here, for example. I keep looking at my mob cap with the carpet mod, and it's always filled, which means that too much stuff is spawning still. Because if the spawning was limited by being in the Soulsun Valley, we would be below mob cap, and we are at mob cap all the time. Alright, this is the start of the Wither Skeleton farm. The spawning platforms will be higher. This is a collection platform. But I'll show how it works in a while. The big problem I need to deal with now is I will need one piglin here in this spot. He's going to be standing here and attracting all the wither skeletons that are going to be falling down here. You'll see soon. And then I need 4 piglins per platform. So I need to find some piglin spawning thing and... thing. I need to find a piglin spawning area and ship them here somehow. Oh, I definitely forgot rails. Of course I forgot rails, because I only brought the materials that my blueprint told me I should bring. So I was building a railway to a nearby Crimson Forest biome, and this guy just started attacking me. So I thought I would catch him, because I was building the rail continuously. Yep, got him. That was surprisingly easy. Now something will go horribly, horribly wrong because of that. And he hits hard. I always keep forgetting how hard piglins can hit, but, well, we got him. And I think I need... Oh, I don't have the glass blocks on me. I will just steal this glass block. Put it there, put it there. You don't need to sit in a minecart. And I think... Oh, that didn't work. And where am I now? Oh, hey. I am with a skeleton being killed here. But I can crawl out. Alright, we lost that guy, but considering how easy it was to get him, well, let's just get another one. But I will have to probably test how to get piglins out of minecarts, because that's the thing that failed. Quite clearly. And that's a thing I always struggle with. In all minecart-based systems, I mess up the part where the mobs have to get out of the minecart. I don't know how to do it. I just don't. Okay, I managed to catch another one, and this is a spare block I put here on purpose. So let's see. I did test this now in creative how to do this properly. Oh wait, that was not the way to do it properly. That was the incorrect way of doing it properly. No! This did work in creative. Why are they escaping? I just don't get it. Okay, one last try and then I'm redesigning the farm with iron golems. You have nowhere to go. I built a huge structure around here. You have nowhere to escape. There are no other blocks you can stand on or think you can stand on. Oh, come on. There we go. Thank you. That's where you're supposed to be. Oh. And there is an emergency going on. I definitely need to name him, or he will despawn any minute now. That was a mistake. But actually, yeah, I shouldn't be renaming them until they are in this box. Hello, Bob. Get a block over your head, and now you are safe. Ish. Actually, he's not safe because I have not finished building the structure that will keep him safe from the wither skeletons, but it should be fine because there should be no wither skeletons here. Got the second guy. Let's see if my new method actually works. Oh, I need to climb down there. I think this high should be enough. And I'm turning on the bounding boxes because I need to be able to hit the minecart and not the dude. And that, I think, succeeded. Need to do this and this, and he should be fine now. And just repeat this whole process. How many more times? 11 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 11 times. I was just preparing to film a clip about declaring, yay, great success, everything is gonna be fine, when I was trying to actually land here, because this is the angle I wanted to show you. Like, now I have all the 13 piglins, and I think I had 20 something name tags, don't remember exactly. And yeah, you can see how many failures I had in the process. When I was flying into here, and I happened to just fly straight into the chamber where this guy was standing. And yeah, for him to not kill me, I had to break this bit of glass, so he chased me, fell down, and died. I think he died. Or, I don't know, he disappeared. He's not here anymore, because in the panic, I didn't really watch where he was going. There's no loot here. This is the bit of glass that dropped. I have no idea where he went. He probably died without dropping any loot. So yeah, one more and we're done. I'll be right back. moving mobs around and wrangling mobs in general is probably my least favorite thing to do in Minecraft. It's so frustrating and annoying, which means that at some point in relatively near future, well, maybe not near future, but at some point in the future, I'm gonna start a Minecraft zoo. Which means I will catch every single mob I can catch. And why? I just said that I hate it? Yeah, but you stop hating things after you learn how to do them properly. And I think this is just a skill that needs to be learned, and that's why I will attack it at some point in the future. But for now, ooh, that's a nice angle. For now, I hate wrangling mobs and the rail mechanics. Let's pretend that the previous clip didn't happen. Look at me, I have wrangled all the piglins into place. 6 guys there, 6 guys here, 1 guy in the middle, 13 piglins, and I only had 14 name tags when I started. Yes, you didn't see anything else. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna throw away that previous clip. It happened, I lost that guy, and yeah. But it is done. Well, the maybe I shouldn't be saying these things. Maybe I shouldn't be saying that the hard part is done, because every time I say the hard part is done, the next part becomes the hard part, and it turns out to be equally or even worse. Equally bad, I mean, or even worse. So let's not say that the hard part is done. Maybe the hard part isn't done, but yeah, I need to remove the rail here. Actually, no, I'm not gonna remove the rail. I'm gonna keep the rail in case I mess up again. Because this is something you probably already noticed, that this is something I very happily do, is to remove some infrastructure, especially like the first time I moved that guy in, the first thing I did is remove the infrastructure for moving him in, and then that messed up. I shouldn't be doing that. That I think is just a mistake I keep doing over and over again, and that's bad. Let's not repeat mistakes. So, protect this guy by closing off this tunnel. Yeah, I don't want to stand next to you, dude. You hit. And you hit hard. I don't like that. It's not nice. Be nice. Right, and I need to protect these guys, and then we can start building the platforms. Awesome. This will actually be done in this episode, and I didn't really expect that. I expected to abort filming this because it would end up being too late. I was just about to start building the platforms, like I have the scaffolding here, I have all the wither roses and netherrack, and a ghast wandered in through this hole. I don't think I should risk having this hole here. I need to close it off before I build any further, or I will start losing parts of the build to the random ghasts that are spawning there. I have protected the killing chamber or slash AFK platform. I'll probably build a door here or something like that. But yeah, I still don't want any random guests just wandering. Like, he just flew in through this massive hole here. And I guess this hole is dangerous too. I need to cover it up too. I kind of want to use some better materials, not just boring netherrack, because I want to do something nice with the walls here. Because the netherrack is kind of hideous. And yeah, let me get some materials. I will need to go back to base. And yes, I perfectly hit this hole. Yeah, blackstone. This doesn't even look half bad. It's decent. I like it. So, the same thing as here, but there. This was definitely the right choice. I'm surprised by how good this looks. It fits in with the little bit ruined theme. Well, I wasn't going for a ruined theme, but now I definitely am. This looks awesome. I think I will have to remove that glass and actually replace it with more blackstone, because this looks great. I should fill this thing in as well. But later, let's get the farm running, because now I'm starting to run out of time again. And I want to have the farm done. Yes. Okay, so how do we build this? Lower layers first or upper layers first? I think I'm gonna start with the lower layers, because when I build the lower layers, I don't want skeletons to fall on my head by accident. They shouldn't, because I've tested that, but let's not take any risks. I think this situation is called painting yourself into a corner. Yeah. Look at that. Our first customers. Alright, first platform is done, and let's do the first test run. Will the loot system work? I haven't even tested that. The loot system works, and they are able to hit me, and yeah, that's also a part I need to work on here, because I am not 100% sure how to protect myself. But it seems to be working. Kinda. Like I said, the loot system is absolutely not perfect. And there are a few bugs that I still haven't had time to fix, but in most part, this is done. This view of the spawning platforms is pretty great. Anyway, I think the farm is now ready to be shown. And no, I didn't lose my levels in some unfortunate with a skeleton accident. I lost them crafting this bad boy. Yeah, that will be the sword to be used in this farm. Mostly because it has Smite 5 and Sweeping Edge and looting. Well, it's the Smite 5 that matters. So, I need to turn on the farm like this. Well, technically I don't need to turn it on at all, but I need to turn on the loot system, and then the wither skeletons fall down, and I beat them up. It doesn't really matter if they get pushed around by the looting system, eventually Sweeping Edge will get them. And yeah, that's it. I'll now have my second account stand here and do the killing, while I go into Spectator to show you how this works. Alright, there's my second account doing all the killing. Whenever that happens, well, there come the skeletons. And we are at a double crossroads. Double crossroads is the best place to build with the skeleton farms, because it's like you get the biggest platforms, and they are the easiest to set up. We are also in a soul sand valley, and soul sand valleys are very useful because there are some special rules for mobs that are spawning in the soul sand valley, and that means that you don't need to spawn-proof the Soul Sand Valley. I still had Nether Wastes in the area, so I had to spawn-proof the Nether Wastes. But the Soul Sand Valley, I don't have to spawn-proof. I will do it eventually, but as you can see, the rates are pretty good even without spawn-proofing the Soul Sand Valley. And there are still some bits of the Nether Wastes I haven't spawn-proofed. I have already found them. I need to get to them and fix that. But so what's happening here is that the wither skeletons spawn on these platforms. They see the piglins. They want to attack the piglins. They run to the piglins, and we're using the standard trick to make them fall down. That is the trapdoors. The spawning platforms are covered in wither roses because wither roses prevent everything from spawning except wither skeletons. Otherwise, we would be getting blazes here and zombified piglins. So it's only wither skeletons that can spawn here. After they fall, they land on honey blocks, and that reduces the fall damage they take, which is important especially for the ones falling from the top platform, because there's quite a lot of falling going on here. First down here, and then they chase this piglin, and then they fall down into the falling chamber, and I had the ones from the top platforms die without the honey blocks. So I just reduce the damage they take. They still a one-hit kill, at least with Smite 5, so it is completely fine. And even if they weren't a one-hit kill, they can't really damage me. Actually, well, technically sometimes they manage to damage me there, but not any large amount that really matters. So that's fine. Now, in the killing chamber, they land on a piston feed tape. Yes, I am the piston feed tape man, I guess, again. I just love this mechanic. And so what the piston feed tape does, it picks up the loot. Because normally you would have, I guess, hoppers or hopper minecarts here distributing loot over a large amount of hoppers, but I figured that it's easier to, because I need to put the loot into filters anyway. So first you would take them into filters, then you would probably spit them out on some mechanism that spreads them out over the filter hoppers. Why do that? That's a waste of time. And so I kind of invented this. It does work. It has its problems. It has even relatively large problems that I still haven't fixed, but it's already good enough. It all starts with the wither skeletons being killed. We have a piston feed tape pushing around slabs and glass blocks. The glass blocks are there to push the loot around because there is a layer of glass blocks above here, so the loot doesn't have anywhere else to go other than just on the slabs. And the slabs allow the filtering hoppers to pick up the items. That's simple enough. We start here with 3 filters for bones. We'll get to them in a minute. And then we have 3 filters for coal. Actually, this one is disabled for a good reason. It fixes a bug, and we can manage with just 2 filters for coal. It's fine. It won't be fine in the future. I will have to redesign a little bit here because I'm having issues with quasi-connectivity enabling the wrong thing, so I had to disable that thing. Don't worry about it. So, the coal is coming into this auto-crafting dropper. Bam! It creates coal blocks, and the coal blocks go into the loot system here. I've been running this farm overnight. This is actually not as much coal as I was hoping, but yeah, it's good enough. The big problem here isn't coal. Coal is easy to deal with, coal is easy to craft, there is not much to it. The big problems here is bones. So this farm, at its full capacity, I've seen it produce 29,000 bones per hour. 3 filters can only pick up 27,000 bones per hour. 27,000 bones per hour already sounds a lot, but it gets worse than that. Because there is an autocrafter here for bone blocks. 27,000 bones per hour make 81,000 bone meal per hour, and then we craft that bone meal into bone blocks. 81,000 bone meal per hour, or 81,000 of any item per hour, is a lot to handle. And unfortunately, I have not been able to solve that problem. There is a bone block crafting system here, but it can only manage 16,200 bones per hour, and I just can't make it faster. I don't think it's possible to do it in just 3 crafting modules like I have here. I'm looking forward to someone figuring it out. I'm not able to. I think I'll solve that problem by just duplicating this system somewhere else and make sure that it fills up correctly and locks up when it's full so that the second system can take over. For now it's not a problem because I haven't spawn-proofed properly yet. But the bones come in here and you can see that there is a lot of them. Oh, the second one is actually not full and the third one is not full. That's good actually, that's a very positive thing. Which means that we're still keeping up because everything isn't spawn-proof. We auto-craft bone meal here and then feed it to these droppers here, which auto-craft the bone blocks. This one is very active because it's the one that is picking up most of the load, and these ones, well, whenever there comes a little bit more loot, the next ones take over. And when the system is running at full capacity, all of these three will be running full time, and I'll have a second system like this probably on this side or somewhere. And overnight, yeah. As you can see, this is a problem. This isn't running even... This farm is not even running at half capacity, and this is how much bone blocks I got overnight. I might be set for bone meal. Am I actually running out of shulker boxes? I'm running out of shulker boxes already. Wow. Okay, yeah, didn't even expect that. That's good to know. I'll have to refill that thing. Another interesting feature here are these lava traps here. So, at this moment, this is not a problem because we're not generating enough wither skeletons to overflow on XP orbs, but at full capacity, the XP orbs will not be able to be picked up fast enough, and they will end up in the loot stream. And these lava traps destroy at least part of them. They don't destroy all of them, but they are sufficient. When I was doing testing in creative and running this actually at full capacity, the buildup of XP orbs basically lagged the game out. And after I added the lava traps, everything was running smoothly for, I think, 20 hours or something like that. So I think that they are sufficient. And this bit here picks up any stray loot, which is usually just the swords, maybe occasional bones when this is running at full capacity, and just spits them out through this dropper into this lava and destroys them. That's basically it. That's the whole system. You've probably seen a million like these, except for the loot system, which I think is my idea. Maybe it's not an original idea, maybe there is a good reason why people don't build loot systems like this, but I like it. It works. And it's a piston feed tape, and I like piston feed tapes. And of course, the most important part, let's see how many skulls we got overnight. Yeah, that's quite impressive. No, of course not. This is impressive. What else would you expect? But that will be it for today. And as I'm hoping to become a tradition, I'm gonna do a live stream after this episode comes out. It will be at 8 o'clock Central European Time, 7 o'clock UTC in the evening, of course. It's on twitch.tv/Borkon_live. But until then, thanks for watching, and have a good withering. Bye!